Hello, good day, namaste, Koga is my name. Unusual, I know, but it's my name all the same. My father, he does yoga. My mom, she does kung fu. Hi, hi, hi. So when they went to name me, they thought,
let's combine the two.
Yoga kung fu seems too long.
Well, so does kung fu yoga. Let's squish them both together.
So now I'm known as Koga.
Koga, Koga, teach us kung fu and yoga.
When I was just a little kid, my parents made a rule that they would teach me lessons you don't always learn in school. So my father taught me yoga, and my mom showed me kung fu.
So when life gets tough or things get rough, you'll know just what to do.
Koga, Koga, teach us kung fu and yoga. Koga, Koga, teach us kung fu and yoga.
I'm so excited to learn about surfing. Thanks, Dad, for bringing us here.
I'm excited to teach all of you about this amazing sport. Have any of you ever surfed before?
I surfed a few times with my cousin. She lives in Hawaii and she taught me when I visited her.
How about you, Sachin?
The only surfing I've done is on the internet.
When I play my trombone, it feels like I'm surfing waves of music.
That's a really interesting observation, Dusty. Riding waves of water is a lot like riding waves of music.
And riding waves of music is a lot like feeling emotions.
Exactly. So when we learn to surf the waves of water, we're really learning how to feel all the waves of our feelings. Sometimes we feel happy. Sometimes we feel sad. Sometimes we get angry, and we don't even know why. Sometimes our feelings are big, like that wave coming in. Sometimes our feelings are small, like that wave coming in.
Sometimes, before I take a test, I feel a huge, big, absolutely massive wave of nervousness. The nervousness feels like it's bigger than me. How am I supposed to feel a feeling if it's bigger than me? Go away, I say, but the nervousness doesn't want to leave. It's like a bully that won't leave me alone. I don't like that nervous feeling. I don't like it at all.
I know what you mean. Before I play in a cello recital, my stomach feels like it's filled with 1,000 tiny nervous butterflies. It makes it hard for me to hold my cello without shaking.
But you always play your cello so well. How do you play well when you feel nervous? When I feel nervous, my chest feels like it has tons of tiny turtles all bumping into each other. I try to get them to move, but turtles don't move very fast.
One time I was really nervous and I couldn't hold my cello without shaking. My teacher told me that the feelings of nervousness are just waves of music that want to come through my hands. My hands stopped shaking as soon as I let the butterflies flow through my hands and into the cello. It was like my cello was my surfboard and we were riding the waves of the music.
Dad, which yoga posture is good to do before we go surfing?
In order to loosen our muscles, we're going to do the warrior posture. The warrior posture will stretch and strengthen our legs because we need our legs to support us when we ride on a surfboard. The warrior posture will also train us to become more balanced. Without balance, it's easy to fall off any wave we try to ride. Another reason I chose this posture is because of its name. A true warrior is a person who has the courage to feel their feelings. We all want to run away from our feelings sometimes.
When the nervous feeling comes before a test, I want to run all the way back to India, to the city I was born in. But I think as soon as I had to take a test in India, the nervous feeling would come right back.
Exactly. That's why we can't run from our feelings. They're with us, no matter how far we run. But we don't need to run from them or try to stop them. We can surf them.
When are we surfing?
Soon. But first, We need to learn how to stand on the board in a way that makes it hard to fall off. We want to feel stable and connected to the surfboard, and we want to feel the energy from our feet flow into the surfboard, just like the music from Nicole's fingers flows into her cello.
Should we be relaxed when we surf? I know that when I'm relaxed, I hear waves of music much more clearly. Maybe if I'm relaxed, I'll feel the waves of the water better.
When I'm relaxed, my fingers can dance with my cello. If I relax when I surf, then my feet can dance with my surfboard.
If I relax too much, I'm going to fall asleep on the board.
That's why we need to combine relaxation with concentration. If we're too relaxed, we'll be like jello, and if we're too concentrated, we'll be like stone.
I want to be like a marshmallow, flexible and springy.
I want to be like an eagle, peaceful but focused.
I want to be like a duck. I just like to quack. Quack, 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 quack.
Okay, Koga, you know the warrior pose. Please show everyone how to do it.
Right leg out to the side, right toes open wide. Bend that knee, ride the wave with me, and reach your arms out wide. Breathe and ride, breathe and ride, breathe and ride, breathe and ride. Now for the other side. Left leg out to the side, left toes open wide. Bend that knee, ride the wave with me, and reach your arms out wide. Breathe and ride, breathe and ride, breathe and ride, breathe and ride, breathe and ride.
We're going to put on our wetsuits and paddle out into the waves. Since most of us are just learning to surf, we're staying close to the beach where the waves are smallest and easy to ride.
But what about when a big wave comes along, like those big ones out there?
Well, as you can see, people are riding those too, but it takes practice. And if you watch those people who are riding the big waves, they jump on some, but when one seems too big or too scary, they let it wash over them and pass them. They still feel the wave, but they don't ride it. The wave passes through them and crashes on the shore.
How do you know which ones you want to ride?
When I see certain waves coming, my heart expands and my vision becomes really clear. Those are the waves I like to surf.
I feel the same way when I play certain songs on my cello. The songs feel like they're already inside of me and want to come out through my fingers.
Sometimes waves scare me, and I don't want to surf them. I don't care if it wants me to surf it. No thank you.
Well, Sachin, you still need to feel the wave, because it's there. And what happens when you try to fight a wave?
It knocks you over.
But sometimes it's scary to feel a scary feeling. I always feel afraid before I have to take a math test. It feels like a bunch of numbers are trying to beat me up, but I don't know how to fight against numbers. There's no kung fu exercise that helps me fight against a 3 or a 5.
Some feelings make me feel sick. When I get angry, my stomach turns into a big bowl of boiling mush, and my head feels even mushier. Eventually, I'm just a pile of mush.
When I'm around a lot of people who seem afraid, I also start to feel afraid, even if I don't know why I'm afraid.
If you remember that the feeling is just a wave, there's nothing to be afraid of. Once you feel the wave, you can let it pass through until the wave turns into sand. You don't have to ride the wave. That's one of the great things about surfing. If you don't want to ride a wave, you don't have to.
So what do we do when waves of feelings come that feel too big or make us feel sick?
We can't stop the wave from coming. We need to feel our uncomfortable feelings, or they can get stuck inside of us. But it's your choice as to whether you want to keep surfing that wave of feeling or just let it pass by and crash on the shore. Imagine that this next wave is an unpleasant feeling. We can use our breath to help us feel the unpleasant feeling, just like we use a surfboard to feel the wave. Our breath is our surfboard. As the wave approaches, let's breathe in with a nice relaxed inhale and feel the wave with the surfboard of our breath. Now, let's breathe out. Exhale all our breath and let the wave go. Once we feel the wave, we can let it go. We don't have to surf it. Every wave eventually crashes on the sand. What about feelings of happiness and kindness? If they were waves, would you want to surf them?
Yes!
Always remember that you're the surfer of your ocean of emotions. The ocean's waves may come at you from the outside, but waves of feelings happen inside of you. Once you feel a feeling, you can let the wave pass, or you can surf it. Now look for a wave that you want to surf. Now let's watch the best surfers.